and you'd never get together. I mean, in order to take a hell of a long time for them to have recovered. Now, a little bit different because of Fred. Take the lumps in.
I would have said, fellas. Sadly, it is all fellas. I hate to tell the women. They haven't figured out that the women are smarter than the men, so they haven't figured it out. They will in about 100 years. No, in about 150 years. In 150 years, they will figure that out, but that's it. I would have said, fellas, look, got a problem. We owe almost $20 trillion. We want to give you the money back so bad. Oh, you have no idea how bad I want to go. I can't sleep at night wanting you to give that money back. But we don't have it. It's not there. It's not.
When did they have any deals with Iran? Anybody know, did they have any deals with Iran? Wouldn't be surprised. But when they look at it, we say, look at us getting much of gas. We're fighting in Yemen, and we're fighting Iran. So, just out of curiosity, why do you settle that as part of the deal? You get $150 billion, you're doing all those things, you're embarrassing us when you take our 10 sailors, remember that? And the only reason we didn't get them and didn't have more of a problem, I mean, a big problem, they embarrassed us, they humiliated our country. But the only reason they didn't keep them is because we hadn't paid the money yet. I guarantee you, if that money were paid, I guarantee they'd still be there. And they'd be there until I win the election in November. And then, even though we don't take office till January, middle of January, oh, I look forward to that. But even though we don't, on November 9th, they'd all come home. They'd all come home. Because we're not going to play games. We're not going to play games. We're not going to play games. And they'll all come home. They'll all be back. They'll all be back. That was a terrible humiliation. Now, just by luck, had that money been paid, but it hadn't been paid yet, a lot of the, the money. They were waiting. I mean, these are not stupid people. Let's not hold the 10 sailors and they're not going to give us back the start of $150 billion. No, we want our money. Okay, so they humiliated us, they humiliated the sailors and ruined their lives, by the way. You saw what happened. They ruined their lives. And that stuff's not going to happen with us. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And these are our friends, there's John and Terry who falls off his bicycle during the race, breaks his leg in the middle of this negotiation. He walks in, he misses a long time, and he walks in with crutches, and they're looking up and they're saying, do you believe these people? They're even saying, what the hell ever happened to the United States? Here's our negotiator, this is our chief negotiator. And I promise you, 100% I pledge that I will never enter a bicycle race during an important negotiation. I promise. So it would be a lot different. It would be a lot different. The biggest problem with Iran is, so much of that money has already is gone. I hate to say, people say, what would you do? I say, oh, don't worry about it. But the money is already there. It's like terrible. So we created this powerful country. And they're going to have nuclear. They're going to have nuclear, 100%. We've created this power. One of the worst deals, I don't mean between countries, I mean just one of the stupidest negotiations I've ever seen. If you study that at the Wharton School of Finance or at the Harvard Business School, you would see that they should use it as a case study. We never walked from the table once. We'd say, we would like this. They go, no. Oh, we'll take less. No, we want this. Oh, that's okay. We'll take it. This is the negotiation. This went on. And did you ever see a negotiation last so long? It never ended. In all fairness, we're not sending rockets to the moon. The thing never ended. They go back and forth for years. And the bottom line is, we got fleeced. Now, when you have people that you're negotiating with, and the deal isn't even signed, it's not even done yet, and you see in the cities in Iran, in Tehran, you see them dancing in the streets and burning the American flags and calling us stupid, wouldn't you say that's an indication we're not making such a good deal? That had no impact. That had no impact. Honestly. That had no impact on our country. That had no impact on President Obama. Had no impact. So anyway, that's one of the things. So you have Saudi Arabia that we protect. Now Saudi Arabia's in trouble because if we don't protect them, right? It's going to be, with Yemen, because Yemen has one thing that they really want. It's called a long border. They want the oil. And Iran wants that long, beautiful border. They don't want Yemen. They want that long, beautiful border to Saudi Arabia. Okay. So we protect Saudi Arabia. How about this? We have military bases in order to protect them. They were making $1 billion a day when the oil was up. Now they're making less, but they're making a fortune. But they were making $1 billion a day. They have nothing but money. I'm not knocking anything, but they have nothing but money. So we're protecting them. And we have military bases. How about this? We pay rent. We pay rent. Who's the genius that we pay rent? To protect them, we're paying rent. And they want more rent. How stupid are we? How stupid are we? You think Hillary Clinton is going to understand this stuff? She's not.
Follow Donald J. Trump on Facebook for more Facebook Live updates.
The people that fund the
Rolling forward.
campaigns.
Let's make America great again. Thank you for your support.